here. Absolutely, I would work with OTOC to fund these. I think if you just think about the word problem-solving court, it has hope, and it leads us not to incarceration, which is what we need. It's a positive step, and if any of us are willing to invest in each other or want to invest in each other in our community, I think problem-solving courts are a step forward. So I would absolutely work towards that.
Justin Wayne, District 13. This is again an area where I have firsthand knowledge, as I represent multiple people who have been through drug court, multiple people who have been through youth adult court. And I've seen the successes that they've had by participating in these programs. If I have an offender walk to me and hire me, I try to put them in the drug court because they are surrounded with a group of people who will make sure they're successful. So absolutely, I believe in these programs because I've witnessed it. I also mentor about 12 kids in my youth program that serves over 300 kids. And we've seen in juvenile system, when we put kids back in the community where they're structured and they're supported, they do well and they're successful. The key to ending the prison pipeline isn't just stopping people from being arrested, but when they make a mistake, we surround them with the support they need to be successful. I will quickly tell you that on Omaha Public Schools, we passed the legislation or policy that will end and significantly dent the prison pipeline by making sure no SROs will ticket minors for disorderly conduct and minor misdemeanors anymore. So we will keep them out of the juvenile justice system, and me and Mr. Snow led that effort, and I'm proud of that.
Go down to District 7.
Tony Vargas, Legislative District 7. I've actually served on the Omaha Public School Board with Mr. Wayne the last 3 years. I've been proud to be an ally with this issue. The school to prison pipeline is real. This is very personal to me. I grew up in a low-income family. I'm a person of color. And these are the communities that are more detrimentally impacted when we're talking about the school to prison pipeline. We need to invest in not only problem-solving courts, but the major reason is because we need to make sure we are instilling a level of trust and community and hope back in communities that need it the most. And this is personal to me. As a former public school teacher, I've seen the effects on the front end, and I know on the back end, it's going to be good for our community when we are providing restorative justice. I say that again, restorative justice means we are engaging and investing in trying to provide people with a pathway that's different from where they started. And changing that stereotype begins with systems and legislation, just like problem-solving courts, ensuring we fund them and ensuring we continue to support them. Thank you very much.
Yes, I'm John Snowy. Yes, I support problem-solving courts. As a former probation officer, that might not be a big surprise. There's in the general public, there's a perception that if someone gets some kind of diversionary court or a problem-solving court, they, quote, got off. As someone who's worked in the system, I can assure you that's not the case. These individuals that are selected to go through these diversionary courts are held accountable. They must be employed, working their program, working their rehabilitation program, with the assistance of their court officers and individuals in the community that work in the mental health and substance abuse arena. These individuals that go through these systems do not, contrary to popular belief, kind of get off of their offense. They're held accountable, and they get rehabilitated, and they're back in society. Thank you.
I'm Senator Sarah Howard. I am actually really excited that this question showed up here. Last session when I was working with Senator Williams on LB 919, and I helped him count on the floor to make sure that he had enough votes to move the bill. I was worried that people would think that we passed this bill and the work was done, right? We authorized problem-solving courts, we can high-five each other, and we're done. We're not done, right? All that LB 919 did was say that you could do it, and then it gave us $250 grand to start a veterans problem-solving court. That means that there are a lot of options that are still available for problem-solving courts, and this bill was just the beginning of the conversation. And so I was really excited that OTOC was interested. Thank you.
I also support and would stand with OTOC on the creation and promotion and funding of problem-solving courts. It's very easy. We've identified a problem. We have a solution that has a success rate that involves the community, their families. As previously noted, you have to be employed. A failure of any of the requirements from the problem-solving court kicks you back into the criminal system. So you have an incentive to follow the rules, to change the path that you're currently on. It is a no-brainer. I would stand in support of OTOC and funding problem-solving courts.
And just real quickly for the candidates, everybody agreed with the piece about the courts, but would you just raise your hand if you agree with funding it this year if you are in our state legislature? Thank you so much.